may seem dark right now, but just hang on in there. And you'll see tomorrow's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake. You're now rocking with me.
And you'll see tomorrow's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day. It's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day. As I reflect about the past, some days were overcast, some days it would rain, a little joy, a little pain. Might seem a little strange to see me going against the grain. The beat that I be dancing to, sometimes I can't explain. This is just a phase, it won't last always. And everything's amazing as we figure out this maze. Silver lining on a dark cloud. It's the little dogs that bark loud. You can say that cause you've been there before. Sometimes the very thing you need get dropped right off at your door. Please don't throw your towel in before you settle the score. And appreciate a little bit as if it were more. Things can change before you blink. Do your best no matter what people think. Half empty or half full, your glass still got drink. Appreciate your life and everything it has afforded you. Open up your eyes, find something to look forward to.
You're now rocking with me.
It's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day. And you'll see tomorrow's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day. It's gonna be a brighter day. A brighter day. Help is on the way. Hold on, you gotta believe. Tomorrow's gonna be a brighter day. We got 'em. And we out.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
I mean, it ain't easy, but somebody gotta do it. Yeah. I am so grateful for you being faithful. Faithful to me. I gotta be faithful. Faithful to me. Gotta be faithful. Faithful to me. Gotta be faithful. Faithful to me. Gotta be. Be faithful to the end, my friends, so come on in. Pull up a chair, the thoughts that I share be from my pen. Lend me your ears like it's money that you owe me. I'm a tree that was planted by water, you can't grow me. To love me is to know me, stay rooted, stay grounded. Accepted all the critiques, no matter how it sounded. I used it all for fuel to make noises that were joyful. Still pledged an allegiance to be faithful, now that's loyal. Anointed with the oil mixed with love and devotion. Reflecting on my life, it's like I'm staring at the ocean. So peaceful and serene, keep me clean from the commotion. Still did it from my heart, even when my heart was broken. Pick up the pieces, average white band. Giving you a thesis from this mic stand. An extra set of feet get printed in white sand. For the few people that's left on the side of my right hand. Be stable in all your ways, cause that's a good look. Be grateful for all your days, cause that's the good book. Put your hands together, give a round of applause. But give it to yourself for being faithful to the cause. Faithful. Any loyal or steadfast following. Any group of people that adhere to a common faith. Yeah. Famous to us with the back-to-back new fresh
Double play.
music. 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to season 3 of the No Shortcut Show with Midas and Fame.
Yes,
It is
sir.
a pleasure. It is a pleasure for us to be back with you guys after a brief holiday hiatus.
Yeah,
Yeah, we want to. The last time we were here, we had our office Christmas party.
yeah, it was
You
a
know?
holiday party with the hats and everything.
Yeah, and you had the Tostitos to eat. And what are you eating today?
Hey man, we back. Thanks
back
for
like we
asking.
never left. Yeah, we're working on those ad dollars, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all come on in. Definitely say hi. Let us know where you're tuned in from. There's my sister, Hello Faith. Thank you for joining us. Former guest of the platform, A Touch of Faith.
Faithful.
Yeah, yeah. And as usual, guys, drop your links in the chat. There's my brother, Smooth Sales, former guest
What
of the
up?
platform. Come on in, family and
What's
friends.
happening?
Yeah, yeah. Let us know who's here. We're gonna take a moment or two to shout everyone out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Brighter Day and Faithful to the End. Famous played both of those for you guys real quick. I'll talk
Yeah.
about the A Brighter Day single here in just a little while. But
Yeah.
yeah, if it's your first time here, hit us with a one in the chat. Feel free to like, definitely on as we air this broadcast. Feel free to hit the like, hit some heart. Feel free to
Yeah.
share on your own individual timelines. There's
Sarah
Miss Sarah
Simpson.
Simpson. Hi, Sarah, faithful member of the No Shortcuts community, faithful follower and supporter of the music that I do here locally. It's either with my duo gigs or with the chairman of the board. And then, with that being said, shout out to Thomas Hunter, shout out to
Yeah.
Brandon Stevens, all the guys that I do music with, man. But yeah, we're glad to be back after a brief hiatus, ladies and gentlemen. So come on in. Shout out to YouTube, shout out to Facebook, shout out to Twitch. Shout out to Instagram. And I think Famous has some news he wants to share with you guys in a little
Yeah,
bit.
we'll get to that in a little
But
bit.
if you don't know who this,
Yeah.
highly esteemed, highly distinguished gentleman is to the left hand side
no.
of your screen, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
no.
he does many things. He wears many hats. He got the black one on today, you know. But he's an event coordinator, ladies and gentlemen. He's a digital media strategist. He's also a co-host of this platform, as well as producer of this platform. Not only this platform, but also Women Worth and Weddings with the
Yes, sir.
lovely ladies of Juju Lee Events. Shout
Yes.
out to them. And I always say he's your favorite
More to come.
DJs. Yeah, his name is Mordecai.
What's happening?
Yeah, but he's your favorite DJ, ladies and gentlemen. Put some applause in the chat for none other than my guy. Went from way back, about 15 years back. We've been doing this thing musically, and now in the podcast. The DJ Famous, ladies and gentlemen, aka
What's up, brother?
Mr. Travis Bizel. What's happening?
What's up, brother? Good
Happy
to see
New
you.
Year.
Good to see you. Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year, Faith. And is it cold where you are? Yeah, I'm in South Carolina too, so it's not very cold today though.
It's
It's
chilly
not very
though.
cold today. It's chilly. It's raining down here where I'm at.
Tomorrow, though, I think we're gonna have some lows in the teens. I glanced
Yeah.
last night and this morning, and then also this weekend is gonna be some lows in the teens overnight.
Yeah,
So
I saw
it's that
Saturday
time
and
of year.
Sunday. Saturday and Sunday is gonna be the worst of it. It looked like.
Yeah, it's that
So
time
it's
of
gonna
year,
get-
guys. So make sure, as my mother would say, make sure you're taking your vitamins, and y'all stay bundled up when you go out there. And if you're battling with anything, being under the weather a little bit, make sure you're getting some proper rest. Stay covered up. Always drink you some warm tea or something that can always help soothe the situation until until you get to a better place.
Absolutely, man. A brighter day.
Mhm. A brighter day. Hey,
To a
it'll be
brighter
here
day.
before you know it.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
I love that record, man. What's been going on, people? It's been
Yeah.
almost an entire month off, right?
3 weeks, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
like 3 weeks. Yeah, because we aired the week leading up to Christmas, which Christmas
Right.
is on a Monday, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
we aired the Tuesday before, which was our holiday party. So,
Yeah.
everybody, let us know, how your Christmas went. We want to catch up with you guys.
What's
as
up,
well.
Kia? That's my
Yeah.
cousin joining us. Thank you for
Okay,
joining
what's
us.
up,
This is
cousin?
glad you're
Yeah.
here. We're glad you're here. We're just catching up. We
Yeah,
haven't been
we
on
catching
in a few weeks. So we're not gonna have a guest today. We're just gonna kind of catch up with you all and see what everybody's been up to for the first part
The
of the new
holiday
year.
season, huh? Yeah, and that too. Hello, there's my
Yeah.
mother. Come on
Yeah.
in, come on in,
Nice to see
Mom.
you.
I appreciate
Good to
my
see you.
family, always being here, supporting. Much love to you guys. We had a great
Absolutely.
Christmas. You guys let us know how your holidays have been, your Christmas, and as well
Yeah.
as your New Year's and what you've been up to as far as the start of 2024. We're just here to engage in the chat.
Scully
Because
season.
mom, you tell us to stay covered up, right? I was just talking about you. You tell us to eat our vitamins, take our vitamins, and make sure we stay covered up. And
Yeah.
your heat, it's a lot of your heat, ladies and gentlemen, escapes through the top of your head.
That's
So
right.
if you keep your head
It's
covered
Scully
up,
season. My
yeah.
excuse isn't that well thought out. It's just that I'm about I'm a day and a half overdue.
Yeah.
so
And
so
furthermore,
I'm just keeping it.
and furthermore, we wear many hats. We want to do
Yeah.
that literal and figuratively.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Want to speak nothing but truth here at No Shortcuts, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but Faith, to
Hmm.
answer your question, it is cold. Like in my house, it's cold. I don't know why. Like in certain parts of the house, it's colder than others. I was working from the bedroom earlier because I was trying to keep the puppy from wandering around. We got a puppy, by the way. We'll get to that in a minute. But
Okay.
trying to keep the puppy from
Merry
wandering
Christmas.
around. Yeah, so I was just in the bedroom with the door closed, working from my computer. And then once I stepped out into the hallway, I was cold. Like, yo, it's freezing out here. So I had to throw on the hat and all that.
Yeah, keep
So,
your heat in, man. Yeah,
yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah,
For
so
sure.
but you got the jacket on too.
No, I took the jacket off. I took the jacket
Oh,
off
okay.
first. So
What,
this
you
is
got
just
the
my
Under Armour,
this
the
just my
zip
shirt.
up?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just a little
okay,
zip up.
cool.
Quarter zip, man.
I do have short sleeves on though, but I just got my, so yeah.
Yeah,
Just
my wife
keeping
keeps it cold in the house, man. I tell her as soon as I get to it, I'll be like, yo, I think we paid the electric bill this month, man. You could turn the heat on a little bit, but she likes it cold.
Yeah, it's all good. And here I go with my weekly freeze.
It's
We
all right.
get-
Looks like
give it
you're
a
coming
chance to-
back. You're
Yeah,
coming back.
we gotta do that at least one time for y'all, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Gotta
What
do
up,
the good
James
old freeze.
Masters?
Yeah, former guest of the platform, ladies and gentlemen, James F. Masters is here joining us. James has been staying busy. James,
Yeah,
if
buddy.
you're just joining us, we've been, we're just here to catch up with the community today for the most part. But, feel free to let us know how your Christmas went, how your New Year's went, and what you've been up to so far for 2024.
Yeah.
What does Faith say?
Yeah, Faith,
My house is
yeah.
like that too. It's warm in the bedroom area, but cooler up front.
Yeah. That's what
Gotta
it
stay
is.
warm. It is winter time. James, you guys probably got some snow up there in Ohio, huh? I think
Yeah,
I've
he
seen
just
it coming.
said he had to
Oh.
clean off snow twice already today.
Yeah,
Wow.
okay. Yeah. Bring us back something for the store, James. When
Yeah.
you're snowed in, you gotta have all your little goodies and foods and snacks and, as Jody would say, snacky snacks, right, James?
Yeah.
Yeah. But big shouts to everybody, man. You guys feel free to drop your links in the chat. Feel free to
Yes.
follow each other.
Talk to us.
Everybody follow everybody because everybody basically has something that they can offer our community, which would kind of bring us to the point of the community for those who haven't been here before, and
Yes.
also being that we're
What is
kicking-
this show?
Well, I was gonna ask you since I was already talking.
Go ahead. I'll talk. I'll do it.
All right, hey, listen, I want to hog up all the microphone time. But
Nah,
ladies and
sorry,
gentlemen,
you're
if
the
this
host.
is your first time joining us here at No Shortcuts, and also this is our first episode for season 3, which puts us at what total right now? About 70?
It was like 78 or 79. something
Okay,
like that.
yeah. So, in case you were wondering, ladies and gentlemen, what
Yes.
the purpose of our platform is, I'm going to pass it to my guy
I'm wondering.
here, Mr. Travis Bizel, aka DJ Famous, so he can give you a brief overview.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
I was talking into my
Mic check.
microphone. Mic check. Mic check is working.
Is this thing on?
Is this thing working here? Nah, this is just we just really wanted to create a platform for entrepreneurs, for hustlers, for business owners, side hustles, just so we can get on weekly and just kind of share some ideas.
Yeah.
Bring on interesting guests that are doing interesting things that we can talk to. We can pick their brains, hear about their stories and some of their trials and tribulations, on their way to where they are now, whether they've made it or they're on their way to making it. And we just like to keep the conversations going that way and support each other. And if anyone's looking for a particular skill set, it's within our community where we know someone. We know
In-house.
someone that's it's all in house, and we love to we love to share ideas and share thoughts with the with our community and with our guests. And speaking of our guests, we got Troy Johnson joining us. What's up, Troy?
Okay.
That's my
Former
podfather.
guest.
My podfather
Yeah.
Troy.
Hey,
You
former
know?
guest. Shout out to
Yeah.
the Bro Code. Drop your links, guys. And
Absolutely. Shout out to the bro
DJ
code.
DJ B is in here too. I'm glancing over here to the
Yeah.
side. I
What
sent him a
up,
bunch of music yesterday
Brian
so
Park?
he
What's
could
happening, my friend?
have it his hard drive. Appreciate you, DJ B. Park Place. Is it entertainment? I want to make sure I
Yeah.
say it correctly.
Park
Yeah,
Place
Park Place
Entertainment.
Entertainment in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. So yeah,
Yeah.
man, we just here to catch up, And shout out to I know I posted a couple of things yesterday in the community, but I just wanted to say too, if like with you being a DJ and
Yeah.
DJB being a DJ, there's no competition. I posted
No.
something in our community yesterday that I got from Miss Rhonda Badikian, former guest of our platform. But the post basically said, competition happens at the bottom. Collaboration happens at the
Yeah.
top. So
Yeah.
if you
I like that.
guys, yeah, and as long as we're here to support each other, and there's enough. It goes back to something I said in season 1 and 2. I mean, don't think that you're gonna run out of slices of a pie. If you just simply make more pies, you bring more pies to the table. So we've had multiple people. Sometimes you have instances where you have people involved in the same industry, but
Yeah.
we don't step on each other's toes. We might
Yeah.
throw each other some work.
Exactly. We do it all the time. And we've had multiple DJs on here. We've had multiple drummers. We had 3 or 4 different drummers on here.
Yeah.
Different musicians, photographers and artists and
Yeah.
other podcasters as well, and podcast producers and executives. So it's just all about, there's enough for everybody. There's enough for everybody. And speaking of DJs, Thomas Neal posted that same thing that you said Rhonda posted.
Okay,
Thomas
okay,
Neal had
cool.
posted that same thing. Another DJ.
Yeah,
Brian
thank you,
says
Thomas.
famous is that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Brian, we're brothers, man. Ain't no competition.
Absolutely, and that's what
competition
we
as
all.
well.
Hey, that's what we're here to do, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to help each other grow. Not just from a business standpoint, but even from a personal standpoint.
Right.
From within self standpoint.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yes.
There's a lot of that on our show as well. So you should definitely. And I guess this is a good segue because I started going through all of our past episodes over the weekend, and there's got a lot of good stuff in there, man. So if you haven't already, when you can check out some of our previous episodes with our different
YouTube.
guests that we have going on YouTube, and major announcement time. The first major announcement of the day. The first
Okay.
major announcement of the day.
Yeah. Let's get it started right.
As of right now, the No Shortcuts show is now available on YouTube, like you already know it. It's on Facebook in this community of the No Shortcuts community. And now we are also on Apple Podcasts, the audio version. You can just drive and listen to us because you can't watch us and drive. So now you can listen to us on
please don't
Apple.
do that, ladies and gentlemen.
You can listen to us on Apple, and you can also watch and or listen on Spotify. We are now on Spotify. Obviously, it's live on YouTube and Facebook, and then by the next 24 hours later, it'll be available on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts.
And how do they search it, famous? If they go over to the Apple, Spotify, how do they look us up?
Well, I'm gonna put the Spotify link in the chat right now because I happen to have that one handy.
Okay,
And
I just
then
put
with
the
the
YouTube
app-
channel.
Yeah, with
in
the
the
Apple,
chat.
you can just just put in No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame.
Yeah.
No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame.
Mm-hmm.
I already posted up season 1 and season 2. They're all on there now for your viewing and listening pleasures.
Yeah.
And then going forward, that's where they will live. If you miss a show, of course, you can always go to the YouTube page and watch it, or head over to Spotify and Apple. Let's get those numbers up. So when you get a chance, hit us on the
All of
Spotify and just give us a follow. Give us a follow, please.
All
We
of those,
appreciate
ladies
that.
and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our third host is in the chat. What's up, Juan?
Hey, Juan Velasquez Cruise Planners is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
What up?
Juan has been such a faithful participant, as you all have been. Season 3. We're on year 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe Famous commented that yesterday after I was just
Yeah.
reminding everybody we would be live today, and just to see that he's like season 3. I was like, oh my, thanks,
Yeah.
Faith. Appreciate it. Much love. Love
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Thank you so much, Faith. Thank you, Lakia. And I'm telling y'all, you're going to see much more Juan in season 3 as well. Juan is going to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
joining us much more often because we love that. We love that.
yeah.
It's going to be a 3-person team, a lot more. And then we'll have our guests, as we always do. But we're going to be
Big
working
deal.
more. We're going to be working more.
Yeah.
A lot of new, exciting things coming in the new year for sure.
Absolutely. And y'all make sure, please don't leave today without going to YouTube at the bare minimum. Go to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I posted it
Yeah.
in the comments. I think I posted it on the right feed that we got going here. So you'll
Yeah.
see it. And Famous, if you don't mind, just popping it up so that if they so they know what to look for, please.
Yeah. And I put the Spotify link in the comments as well.
Okay.
But
Cool.
yeah, check that out. Hit those links and just give us a sub. It's even easier to do it on Spotify because most everybody has it. With YouTube, you gotta have a Google account to subscribe, and I know
Yeah.
that's been the
We
thing.
trying to
But on
we trying to make it
Spotify,
easy for you guys.
yeah,
If you're hungry, we holding a spoon and holding it to your mouth. You're spoon fed. All you got to do is
yeah,
open your mouth and eat the applesauce right off the spoon. We making it so easy for y'all to click like, subscribe, and show
yeah,
that
buddy,
love. Because as we grow, you guys grow. This is a
yeah,
team effort, as I always say.
yeah,
Yes, it's DJ Famous and myself that are on the screen, but we're just the faces of this lovely group, the No Shortcuts community, ladies and gentlemen. So as we grow, you guys all grow. And
hmm,
and big shout real quick to Miss Anita Barnett. I know I posted in the community yesterday, and I've mentioned before, but she just landed her first gig for 2024. She
yeah.
started she started her business. If I want to look at it and make sure I get it right. I think it's Sweet Treats Ice Cream. If I'm Simply Sweet, excuse me. But she started the her business since participating within our community, ladies and gentlemen, and so I feel like I share in that. I rejoice with those who we can kind of help inspire, because that's what we're here for. So when we can
Right.
actually accomplish that, yes, it's great to talk to our friends that already have some things going on, but if we can nudge others uh, to get started on something that they
Yeah,
may have
man.
been wanting to do, or been passionate about, or just haven't done it yet, and you hang around this long enough, you're gonna have your business.
That's what's up.
Hey, and then you can stand on it. You can stand on business.
That's, don't stand. I stand on business, man. I stand on business, man.
Yeah, yeah, man.
All
So
right,
we
I
got
just
a
put
lot of
that in
great
the
things going on.
I put that in the comments again. I think when I do it from the live stream, it'll only show up on the YouTube comments.
Hmm.
But now I just fixed that, so now you'll
Okay.
see it in the regular comments as well.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we just recapping today. We haven't been on since our holiday Christmas party
Yeah,
with Juan, actually. Yeah,
yeah.
before the Tuesday before Christmas, took a few weeks off, and we're here today just to catch up with you guys. No guest today. We just wanted to come back on and allow ourselves to reintroduce ourselves. give you give you guys some new information, and some
Sweet.
updates and some things that
Look
we
at
have.
Faith. Look at Faith. She
Yeah,
just
you're a
searched
Faith.
Apple and found it. So excited for you. Thank you, Faith. I'm glad
Yeah,
you're off today, Faith. Are you
yeah,
off
she
today?
gonna be on it. She gonna be on it. Thank
Yeah.
you for confirming that for us. We
All
appreciate
right.
everything that you
Absolutely.
guys do. Again, as we grow, the whole community grow. So this is something that
Yeah.
we're very, very passionate about, and we start something that we started. You know,
Yeah.
uh, Famous came up with the idea. I was already doing, well, had already done. That's my story. Previously, the podcast that was birthed from COVID. We had a
Hmm.
like a year and a half, 2 year run, and Famous approached me with doing this platform, and I was like, absolutely, I'm
Hey,
on
man. Why
board.
not? He
Yeah, and
said.
it's
He said,
not.
"Why wouldn't I?"
Yeah, why I can't. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So yeah, and then we're on season 3. So year number 3, ladies and gentlemen. It's a
Yeah.
blessing, and we're privileged. We're honored, humbled, grateful, thankful that you guys have taken this journey with us. And some of you guys have been around for all 3 years, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
we don't take it for granted. You know, we have to have wind to go into your sales to kind of keep you afloat. So yeah, we're thankful for all that you guys do to help our community grow. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay. Faith is off because
Yeah,
she
she's
has the
a little under the
flu.
weather.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
hmm I wasn't
Well,
gonna
I
say
hope
I,
you
but
get to feeling better soon.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, she seems to be coming along a little better than the previous 2 days. You know, my we have a family group chat.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah,
Yeah.
we try to keep up with each other, man, on the fly throughout the day, throughout the week or whatever, sharing information with each other and
Mm-hmm.
whatever, if or just let everyone say hi, let each other know we're thinking about each other and that we love each other. So that's something we started during COVID as well, and it just kind of kept going.
Yeah. And Juan
Yeah.
says the cure to a flu is a vacation. That's right.
Yeah, but
Take
you
a,
got to get better. You got to get better first, though.
yeah, they don't want to let you
Yeah,
on that cruise with the sniffles.
yeah, man. Yeah,
For
and it's that
sure.
time of year, ladies and gentlemen. It's winter
Yeah.
time. Different bugs and things are going around. COVID hasn't gone anywhere completely. What I have recognized though is they back talking about the flu again. They wasn't
Mm-hmm.
talking about the flu when COVID was at its prime.
Yeah. The flu is
If I'm
back.
not mistaken. Yeah, flu is back.
The
They
flu is
flu is on a
back.
new season too.
the flu
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flu
Don't
season
subscribe to
three.
that one though.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Yo, so
man.
what you been up to, man, since
Oh
the
wow.
since the holiday? What's been happening
Yeah. So
business wise, personal wise?
yeah. Well, just to go backtrack real, and I'll try to keep it fairly brief, since
Sure.
we haven't been on since prior to Christmas, But had a great Christmas. Spent time with the family. Got to go see my mom, dad, sister, brother.
Hmm.
My aunts, uncles, niece, nephews. Isaiah. I had Isaiah with me. He did Christmas Eve with his mom, so he was with me all Christmas Day. How Christmas fell and all of that, so which was good. And just catching up with the family, man, is always a good time. It's almost like recharging a battery, so to speak.
Hmm.
And then mom and Faith and my aunts are gonna be in the kitchen hooking it up. Some of you guys
Yeah.
might have seen my mom went live while we're fixing our plates on Christmas. I went ahead and shared it. So if you were fortunate enough to see that video, we had food galore, man, and it's not so much about the gifts, especially at this age. It's
Mhm.
more about the time spent with loved ones, and we see our, like my son and my niece and nephews. We get the excitement from them as far as the
Yeah.
being in the spirit of Christmas. There's so much to do, it seems, and it's a build up just for it to just be gone in a few blinks.
Mhm.
But Christmas was great. New Year's, I
Hold
actually
on
got
though.
it.
Hold on though. Before
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get to
yeah.
New
What we
Year's, I
got?
was just want to say that
Oh,
I didn't watch the live because I was waiting on my plate to get here. I wanted to be surprised with it, but it never got here.
what's that? Oh, yo, I totally. You know what? But you know what I ended up doing?
Yeah.
I ended up taking my cousin, and shout out to my cousin Frank Emmanuel. They
What
have a
up,
little
Frank?
girl. Yeah, they have a little girl. He and his wife. They have three children, but they have a little girl who's been having some health issues, and they actually spent Christmas in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
So once we were eating dinner, I know I told you I was gonna come by too. I totally forgot on the way
It's all
back. But
right. I was just giving you a hard time.
while we were eating dinner, back to the video my mom posted. He
Hmm.
commented on the video and he was like, telling her to tell me to shoot him some food back through Charlotte on my way,
Oh
and
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
he had said, LOL, but I'm serious though.
yeah. Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
playing
it's
unless
in
you're
this.
gonna
Hey,
do it.
check your spam, guys. You
Yeah.
might find a can of spam in the
It
spam,
might be in the spam. Yeah.
But so me and my son, we went back a different route. Yeah, yeah, we'll see. We
Thank
had
you.
plenty too.
Thank you.
And the Japanese fruit pies that I was talking about on here, mom made one.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. But anyway, so he was like, "I'm kidding, but not really," type of thing. So
Hmm.
then I texted him. I was like, "Yo, you want some food, man?" So I came back through from Sherrall, went through Charlotte, then came home. But I wanted
Hmm.
to make sure, that was my good heartfelt family deed,
Sure.
man, for Christmas, because they've been dealing with that for some time. And they holding it near and dear as they should. So we don't know a lot of the information ins and outs
Hmm.
on where everything is kind of at, but I definitely I made it a duty of mine to make sure. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
some great eating, man. Y'all go back and see that video. Matt was he had a gigantic plate, and things like that. I can tell I'm getting a little older too now, because you make one good plate and you done.
And that's it. Yeah.
I can't do the seconds and all
Hmm.
of that. Like I don't know how I used to do that.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to feel miserable. You want to eat, you want to be
Right.
full, but then there's a fine line between I'm nice and stuffed or I'm nice and full. So, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, do I sit up? Do I lay down? Do I lean forward? You know what I mean? You try to get comfortable, you know. But yeah,
Right.
we had a great time, man. Great time. New
That's
Year's was
good.
real simple. Real simple. New Year's Eve fell on a Sunday, so I went to church with my son on New Year's Eve. And then we just came home, man. No gigs this year. It was New Year's Eve on a Sunday. This is the first time, and I can't remember I didn't do anything on New Year's Eve, entertainment wise. But it
Hmm.
was cool to spend it with my son, watching the ball drop, order food, stay up till midnight, that sort
Yeah.
of stuff. And yeah, hear all the fireworks. People, I promise you, as soon as the sun went down, the fireworks started. It might have been a little bit of dust left, you know.
Right.
The daylight was just starting to meet
Hmm.
the nighttime clouds and all that.
Hmm.
But yeah, they started with the fireworks, man. But
Yeah.
and then during all of that time, I've been playing a lot of local scale back gigs. Just keeping the feet wet, keeping the chops up, keeping the bills paid till chairman of the board go back out on the road. My group, Mellow Groove, has been pretty active,
Hmm.
even if it's not the full band, just a couple of us doing some things locally, which gives our friends locally a chance to come out and see us and things like that.
Hmm.
And I've been sitting in with some other guys too. So just it's a blessing, man, to that people want to call on you. Say my keyboard player can't make it, or can you do this gig on this one? Now you killed that one. Can you do this one? So
Hmm.
hey, yeah. So we just staying busy, man.
That's
Staying
good,
busy.
man. It's
Yeah,
good
yeah.
staying busy in January for sure, because we weren't.
Mm-hmm.
Usually that's the time to chill out, so it's good,
Yeah, yeah. Ain't been
able to
much
still
chill time.
get some work in. Thank you for
Yeah,
posting that, Faith. She posted that's the link to
yeah.
the
Thank you
Apple.
so much.
That's
Yeah,
the Apple
yeah,
link for the
yeah.
audio version of
Faith's
our
part of the
podcast.
extended team. She's part of
Yeah,
the team here.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all you guys part of the team, man. All of these components work together.
yeah,
It's like baking a cake. You need some eggs, you
yeah.
need some sugar, you need some vanilla extract,
Hmm.
and some flour and whatever else you need.
Hmm.
Famous is the cake baker out of the two of us, so I may
Oh,
be
I
leaving
am.
out a couple.
I don't
Yeah.
know about that. Check this out though. One has an announcement.
Oh yeah, the
He's doing the
cereal
cereal
drive.
drive. Yeah, the cereal drive for the Havens Men's Shelter from now until Valentine's Day. I'm
Valentine.
actually going to be sending you some stuff for that, Juan. So
Yeah,
Juan put his phone number. You can't text that phone number. You have to call that phone number, and you can get more details on Juan's Facebook and social media platforms, or just hit him a message on Facebook. It's
yeah.
for a good cause. They're collecting cereal boxes for the Haven Men's Shelter in Rock Hill. So
Hmm.
look out for Juan and contact Juan for more details on that.
Yeah,
He'll line it up and get them cereal boxes from you, and that's a great cause for sure. We
yeah.
appreciate that,
Everybody,
Juan.
everybody follow everybody.
Yeah,
We about supporting here. And I told Juan yesterday I'm in. Worst case, Juan, I'll just cash app you the money for some Apple Jacks.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If I don't make it physically by, because during the week, man, when I'm not playing gigs the first half of the week, I'm responsible for my kid, getting him to school, picking him up,
Mhm,
then coming home. Gotta feed him, or he gonna want a snack before dinner. You got
mhm.
homework to do. Then we're gonna look over this homework, you know, and make sure he understands everything. And by that time, he got to get a shower and all of that. And then it's time to wind down and run it back again. Then
Mhm.
the end of the week, that's when I'm out and about. Gigging and doing what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So, but if I don't make it by in the physical form, I'm gonna send a donation
Mhm.
for some cereal. But I'm definitely. And Juan has all types of things going on, ladies and gentlemen. Not just cruise planning, not just dealing with the, we're giving back to the men's haven. But also he's a notary. What else? He does so many things. It's hard to keep
All the
up with.
things. All the things.
All the things.
Juan got 10. I mean, and he's about to go to the flower shop.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, hey, man. He's like, hey, man.
Hey man, yeah man, yeah. So and then, which reminds me too, I got to shout out my guy Ernest Priester, member of our community. He's normally silent, but he designs fragrances, man. Like, so if you like colognes, oils, and all of that, he was at the
Yeah.
studio. He fantastic bass player, but he works at the studio where we rehearse in
Okay.
Charlotte, where the chairman of the board rehearsed, and he already had told me he had some oils and colognes and different things. And so when
Hmm.
I saw him this past Saturday, when we getting done with rehearsal, I checked him out, and I'm wearing this one today. He calls it Butterfly. I got the sample pack, five
Hmm.
samples. Yeah, so I'm digging it. So shout out to Ernest Priester. If I find his links, I'll put it in the comments. If you
Yeah.
gentlemen like to smell good and all
Why
that good
wouldn't I?
stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah. We try
my,
to
my wife likes when I do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we try to make sure everybody got their bases covered, especially, we know Valentine's Day is approaching. So we want to at least
Yes,
make sure that
buddy.
the men can smell good if you
Yeah.
desire to.
Yeah. Well, why? I hope you do desire to. Let's please
Yeah, yeah,
desire to
please
smell good.
desire. If not, just at least fake the funk.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. And so I guess I should tell them about the new single that I released, huh?
Yeah, man. Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, and then I'll pass it back to you, and you can
Okay.
catch us
Talk
all
us
up.
about it. Talk
So
us
yeah,
about it.
well, let's see, man. All right, so I've just released some music, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't release music for the world to hear quite often, but had a little stash of music and doing some exploring and everything, and saw where I could take a song that I did, and of course it's in a short format, for streaming. We know, you guys' attention span's very low. I was just joking, famous.
I
look at
know.
look at his face.
I'm watching.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so I released a single, ladies and gentlemen, called "A Brighter Day." Um, Produced by DJ Payne. One, all the vocals were done by me, and it is available on for sure Pandora, Spotify, YouTube Music, which is regular YouTube, pretty much.
Hmm.
You just type it in Midas. I type it in all caps, Midas, and A Brighter Day. We played it at the start of the program. I felt like it was something that was. Thank you, James. I appreciate you, bro. I felt like it was something that was a great message, is universally appealing, um,
Hmm.
something that could be inspirational to even children as well as adults, man. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and and put this one out for the world to hear, which is my first time, believe it or not, releasing music to any digital streaming platform services. So I
Hmm.
plan to explore that a little more.
Hey, man. I still got the album. I'll put it out. I'll
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it
no, we
out,
working
Tony.
on that too. Yeah, so I
I'll
did a I
put it
did a whole
out.
project, and what's that? 20 is it might need to be updated, but yeah, still,
Yeah. I'll
we
put it
still
out.
we me and Brandon were talking about that too. Thank you,
Hmm.
Brian, DJB. Appreciate it, man. I sent him a bunch of stuff yesterday, if he wanted
Hmm.
to incorporate some music within, his sets at any time. And hey, you guys, if you DJs
Oh
want to hear
yeah, that
some of my
reminds
music,
me. That reminds
what's
me
up?
too. I'm gonna send B. I'm gonna send you this record by V Keys, also a member of Mellow
Shout out to my
Groove.
Mellow Groove
Yeah,
brother,
there's one in
V
particular
Keys.
that I play all the time. I'm gonna send you that one because it really goes for like cocktail and dinner time and kind of like mellow time before it gets too hard in
Yes,
there.
Mellow
I'm gonna send
Groovy.
you that one.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you that one as well. You'll like it. You'll like
Yeah,
it.
man. So yeah, so it's out on all streaming platforms except Apple and iTunes at the
Hmm.
moment, and I'm gonna keep checking on that. But so many, man. I looked at the list, but if you could basically, again, YouTube, Pandora, Spotify, those are the main three, I would assume. But it's there, and it was debuted on the LA Lim show this past Sunday out in Los Angeles, California. Shout out to L.A. Lim, the radio host of his own show, of course. So he
Hmm.
reached out to me, man, and was like, "I need that. I want to play it on my show." We got a great show that airs 5 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, but out in West Coast that would be what 2 to 6. Excuse me, let me see. Yeah, 2 to 6, 2 to 6 on the West Coast, and I was thinking about that, man, and I made that relationship with him during COVID. He used to participate and watch That's My Story,
Mm-hmm.
and big lover of music and everything, man. And so I was like, I got to give a shout out to the pandemic for making that possible for my
Yeah.
music to be played on the airwaves in Los Angeles. So thank you to him for thinking enough of me to ask, for the file so he could play it on his show. I had my family tuned in with me. I was posting on Facebook for anybody that wanted to tune in live, and of course I recorded it when he queued it up and played it, because that's something I want to hold on to
Mm-hmm.
for keepsake wise. So yeah, man. So we've been shaking and baking so far for
Yo, that
2024. You got to set the
reminded me.
tone, right?
That reminded me. You remember years ago, what record was it that was gonna get played on Power 98 or something?
Oh, I did the intro for
Yeah, you did the
Jay
intro
Pratt.
for Jay Prag,
Yeah,
and you
yeah, I
had
did
the
his
time
intro.
on there. I always remember this story because you had the time, like, yo, it's gonna debut at this time, and I
Yeah.
went in. I went in a few minutes early, and what was playing, it was
Oh,
like cat.
something
I think it
else.
was like Cat Daddy or something. I was like, yo,
That's right.
what? It was my first time
Yeah.
hearing that record, and I was like,
Yeah.
yo, get
That is.
this out of here. I do
Yeah,
not
yeah,
want to hear. This is not why I'm
man.
tuning in, Jay Prag.
I remember hearing that song too, because I was waiting for it to come on, and
Yeah.
you want to get there early because you don't want to hop
Yeah.
on there and it's like
Exactly.
miss a piece of it. So
It's
yeah, I
like
remember that. You might have messaged me or something about that. Is it
I was
Cat
like,
Daddy?
it was
I'm like,
either.
nah, that's not me.
I was like, I do not want to hear. And then that Cat Daddy kind of it went from there. But I
Faded
was
out.
like, I did not like that at all. I was like, yo, get this. This is why I don't
Yeah.
listen to the radio.
Yeah, nah, I remember that. 'Cause I was thrown off too. But I
Yeah.
really don't either. I mean, and fortunately, man, I mean, from my standpoint, I can listen to a lot of what I do,
Yeah.
but as
Yeah.
well as like other things on whether it be on Pandora or
Mm-hmm.
a Spotify or a satellite, Sirius,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of bad music out here though.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. That's why we don't listen to the old stuff. That's it. That's
Yeah.
right, James. Setting the tone for the
James
year.
been setting the tone. He's been
James
working
been
hard. He
setting
was
that
on a
tone.
Yeah, give us a quick synopsis, James. He was on a call or a meeting or something with some, I want to say, with the HMA award people. And James, I'm sorry if I'm not telling it all correctly, but he's been, cranking out music, cranking out visuals, and everything. He allowed me to name one of his instrumentals. I think that happened since we have been on last, and I
Mm-hmm.
saw his post and he didn't have a title for it yet, so I was like, let me listen and see if I come up with something. And I
Okay.
was able to just throw in my idea, and I was like, I feel like "Don't Wake Me" because it was just a lot of ambiance and things
Mm-hmm.
like that, very dreamy. But it was good. It was a good track, of course, and I'm like, oh man, because of the dreaminess of the track, I was like, this should
Mm-hmm.
be called "Don't Wake Me," and he respected my opinion enough to
Oh wow.
roll
Look at
with
that.
that. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, that's
That's
what we
what's
here
up.
for.
That's what we do. That's what we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I mean, creative minds, again, back to the collaboration, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's back to collaboration. So if I can help anybody in any type of way, especially when it comes to music stuff, man, it's just sometimes you just have a knack for certain things. So I don't mind. Not at all.
Yeah. James said the HMA invited nominees were
Okay.
invited to attend the webinar that had multiple Grammy Award winners as speakers. Yeah, shout out to James
Yeah.
Masters.
James
for sure.
getting it, man.
For sure.
James,
Doing
let me
that
get
thing.
$5
Let me hold some.
to the
Let me
to February 15th, one day
for
after
sure.
Valentine's.
For sure. Let me hold some. James got
Yeah.
it. James
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
Yeah, man. Who's
Yeah,
all
man, it's
still
been
with
a
us? I
good
need to go back in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
Yeah, we still
lost
got
in the
we still
sauce.
got most everybody with us. But yeah, man, that's a good start to the year, my brother.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been great
Good
so
to be
far, man. So yeah, we just looking forward to continuing to do more. Because opportunities will come. I just feel like if your intentions are in the right place and you treat people correctly, you know what I
Hey,
mean? Use your
that's the
yeah.
segue right there. That's an awesome thing that you said, treating people correctly. Because I'll tell you, going in at the end of the year, when we last spoke, I had two more gigs for the rest of the year, right? I had
Mhm.
a singles party I was doing at for Charlotte Singles Society, which was pretty cool.
Okay.
And then I had a wedding. I had a wedding the weekend right after Christmas, and that was it. I didn't have nothing in January at all. Nothing until mid February. Turns out, a former client, she's the mother of a bride that I did, a wedding that I did like 3 years ago. She hit me up because she was throwing a party for somebody, like somebody in the family was having a birthday party in Fort Mill, and hit me up. She's hit me up a couple times about various things they wanted to do, but I was never available. This
Okay.
time that it's going to be this coming Friday, I'm DJing this party that just came out of nowhere. But like you just said, it kind of came from working relationships and just doing good business by people, so they'll remember you. When something comes up, the same way people remember you. Say, "Yo, Mike is
Yeah.
on to something. I remember he did this for me back in the days. Let me see what we can do."
Right.
So if you whatever your business is, whatever it
Yeah.
is you're out there trying to do, you just make a good impression on people and do good business
Absolutely.
and stick to your word, that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, and
Yeah. Be
people will remember
professional.
that. People
Yeah, for
remember that,
sure.
and they'll and of course be professional. So she hit me up. I gave her, I gave her a good January price, and she said, "Boom!" She sent me the Apple Pay immediately. so,
Yeah, you gotta love that.
so we're doing that this Friday,
Yeah.
and then the second thing, again, this came out of nowhere, man. The same when I did that Charlotte singles party, the person who contacted me about that was this photographer that I work with a couple times.
Okay.
She's the leader of like the Charlotte Singles Society. So she hit me up. She's like, "Yo, we're looking for a DJ for this party on the rooftop in Charlotte." Boom, did that. She hit me last week to say, the new season of The Bachelor is coming up, right?
Oh yeah, you made a post about that, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
one
I've
of
got
the
an MC with you
ladies,
one time.
one of the ladies for sure, one of the
Yeah.
ladies that's on this season of The Bachelor, she's from Charlotte. She's throwing a big premiere party in Charlotte, rooftop bar type of thing, where they're gonna be watching the show. She's on it, and they wanted a DJ kind of playing in
Nice.
between commercials and the before and
Nice.
the after party stuff like that. And now I'm on as like a named sponsor of this
Yeah,
big
look at you,
bachelorette
man.
premiere party, man. Again, it came. I thought I was doing nothing in January. I thought I was
Yeah.
chilling. Of course, I
Right.
use this time of the year to clean up the
Regroup.
business,
Yeah.
regroup, get all my marketing stuff for the next few months ironed out. Get the plans going and all that kind of stuff. So I wasn't gonna be not working, but not actually performing. But
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
other things that I'm doing as far as podcast producing and women working weddings and another show that I'm about to start working on. But now I'm actually going to be performing a couple times this month as well, and it
Yeah.
just
Hey.
all came from relationships,
Yeah,
and that's
man.
pretty
Hey,
much what
yeah.
the show is about:
Yeah.
relationships.
Opportunities will come, and they chase after a while, you don't have to chase them, they chase you.
Exactly.
And,
Exactly. You don't
as you
have to.
continue to grow, I might as well gonna need that Park Place. What did you say?
Yeah. That
I
Park
didn't
Place
catch the
theme
whole thing.
song. Park
Oh,
Place Entertainment
word,
theme
okay.
song. Yeah.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it,
Let's do that.
DJB.
Yeah,
Hey,
James, you're absolutely right. James says it's amazing who might remember you and your work and for how long. Exactly, James, because this was like I said, this was probably 3 years ago. This wedding,
yeah,
and
lasting
this is the
impressions.
mother of the bride, shooting me a
Yeah.
blind text message like, "Hey, let's do this. You got this night available?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go."
Yeah, yeah. Let me know what that date is. I might pop up on you.
It's this Friday. This Friday.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh, I'm free. I gotta play Thursday and Saturday.
yeah. It's
We'll,
this
we'll talk.
Friday.
We'll talk more off camera.
Okay.
Hey, you see how my accent changed? We talk-
Yes. Let's chat. Let's chat about it.
we'll chat a bit further
Let's
after
chat
we
about
sign
it.
out. But that's
Yeah.
great, man. Yeah, B, we'll talk, man. Hit me up, see what we can do. You know what I mean? I've done that sort of stuff before. Theme music
Yeah.
for Power 98, Jay Pratt, my guys in college, the Goodfellas, their podcast, which Latroy was a part of those guys, as well as shout out to former guest and college classmate of mine, Latroy Gardner. So yeah, and then my sister has some theme music. I did the production. She had the lyrics and the melody. I did her production, and she recorded her own vocals. So if you need music, you need vocals. Hey,
Yeah.
hit the Midas J Hard on Instagram right there. Hit me with a follow. I'm on Facebook, Jerry Midas
Hmm.
Hardison. If you want to follow famous, ladies and gentlemen, FMG
Please,
Event Co.
please do.
On Instagram, and Travis Bizel over on Facebook. And
Yeah.
Thomas Neal is in the building. I see his name here. A glance. He just popped in.
What
Another
up,
another one of
Thomas?
our DJs and former guest of our community. I sent him the single as well. I'm trying to make sure all my DJ friends have the single "A Brighter Day." Go to all your
Hmm.
digital streaming platforms. Type in Midas all caps, so you don't have no problems. And "A Brighter Day." Make sure you stream that. Share it with your friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful, positive message in the song, and it just gives you, some encouragement. We all have difficult days from time to time,
Hmm.
but we know there's a brighter day on the horizon.
Yeah. Yeah, and how's everybody else spending their off time? Let's see, Brian, same thing with you and Thomas as well. Being in our business, there's always an off season. Usually it's, January, December, January, February, whatever. What are you guys doing, in your time as far as regrouping your
Thank you, sir.
business, getting geared up? I'm telling you, another thing that I'm working on right now is rebranding. I'm working on some rebranding tools. I've actually hired someone. I hired
Okay.
a brand. This guy is like amazing at branding and messaging when it comes to social media as it
Nice.
relates to DJ specifically. But
Hmm.
so we're starting to work together, and we had a conference about it last week, and we kind of got a couple things moving so far. And then he sent me this like 38-page document that I have to fill out to
The,
kind of
the
get.
terms and agreements.
No, not that, not that.
No,
It's just the
I'm just
like my brand story
yeah,
and like
yeah.
things for him to get to know,
Right, right,
what
right.
he needs
So
to
he
more
knows.
about. But we
Yeah.
had like an hour long Zoom meeting, and like it was very inspiring. So, we had, even when I guess it was Ashley was on talking about, hiring someone or getting someone to help you with, whatever you're not good at. And
Right.
I felt like my presence, my online presence, definitely is lacking a little bit.
Hmm.
Like I have an abundance of content and I don't know what to do with it all the time.
I got you.
So he's gonna help me get all that organized and work on my brand and my
Awesome.
messaging and
Awesome.
stuff like that. So this is how we spend, the slow parts of the year is kind of getting ready and cleaning up the work and
Yeah.
obviously continuing to work with the couples that I'm working with starting in
That's awesome,
February and
man.
getting all their stuff lined up. Thomas did
Hmm.
the same thing. He just finished a rebrand, now getting
Hey.
his marketing together. Let's talk about it,
Yeah.
man. It's another
Yeah. He
thing
got
I'm
the nice
starting to
setup.
do.
Yeah, you guys, all you DJ guys got these nice setups and everything, man.
Yeah,
Love it, love it, love it, love it. I be seeing keeping up with y'all, man, for sure. And
yeah,
y'all feel free to post your highlights in the No Shortcuts
yeah,
community. That's what it's there for. Don't let me be the only one.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Thomas getting his marketing together. I can help you with the marketing. I wasn't. I had to get somebody to help me with the branding, but the marketing part, I'm pretty good, so I can help you. I can help you with that when you need it. And
Okay, DJ
Brian,
Nick.
oh yeah, the expo. I think I was gonna try and pop up on you at that expo, Brian. I'm gonna see if I can. I know it's on
Where
a
was that in
Sunday.
Charlotte?
Yeah, it's on a Sunday, last Sunday of the month.
Okay,
I'm gonna see if I can pop through just to see what's up. I told the ladies that I might pop through on you. And
okay, okay.
Faith says she's using this time to set goals and make plans. Yeah, supplies and classes. That's right. Hosted your
Wreath
first wreath
workshop.
workshop this past weekend.
Mm.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Been
And
busy.
you guys
Yeah.
are you guys putting your links in the chat before we
Yeah, do
wrap this
that.
up here in the next 10 minutes or so?
Do that.
And
Do that.
Faith has
Put your
also got
links.
the color streak going on. If for the ladies who want to, want to design your nails and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
She does that. Shout out to my moms here with the Our Power community. Um, my brother Smooth Sales. Who
Mm-hmm.
else?
Mm-hmm.
Juan Velasquez Cruise Planners.
Yeah,
DJ
and
B, of
Brian,
course.
Brian, that was actually a part of the conversation I had with this branding guy. It was about my ideal client, so I had to really talk about, who my ideal client is. Like like make an actual person, like what's their age, what's their demographics, what's their race, what's their financial status, what do they like, where do they grow up, all that kind of stuff to
Wow.
craft an actual person. And then
Ideally,
what is
huh?
that person into, and then how do you market to that person, or how do you,
Mm.
how do you speak to that person
Yeah.
in your messaging. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Their
And like I
language.
said, I'm on page 1 of 38 right now, so I got
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
work to
yeah.
do.
It's all good. You got
I got
time.
a lot of work to do.
Yeah, yeah. And as my mom said, hey, guys, there's always, if you need to feed your spiritual man, mom said we're here to empower people with the word of God. So if you want to join that, mom, did you put your link in there? Our Power Community. And yeah, my sister, Touch of Faith. Or she got the Faith Beauty
The
Bar, Color
Faith
Street
Beauty
Bar
Bar.
product. Okay, okay.
Sweet. Look at that.
Yeah, 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 man. It takes,
I like it.
physical, mental, spiritual, all of those things have to work together,
Hmm.
for sure. So we
I
promote
like
all of
it.
that here.
I
Promote
like
it
it.
all. I'm trying to think, is there
Now
anything
we
that I
got
missed that we need to go over? I'm thinking while you're talking though.
That's all right. That's all right. I like Faith got a whole separate brand happening now. That's what I'm
Hmm.
working on. I've got a whole new brand we're working on. I got the main DJ brand. Now I'm working on the podcast brand. Obviously, with this show, with Women Worth of
Yeah,
Weddings, which is also on Spotify and Apple and
yeah.
Amazon and all those podcast places. And there
Hmm.
soon will be a third podcast added
Yeah, this guy's doing all the
to the
podcasts.
podcast network, and
Yeah.
we'll have more info on that one pretty soon.
Hmm. Yeah. So if you guys are just joining us, the No Shortcut Show with Midas and Fame is now available on Spotify, ladies and gentlemen. Where else? Apple Music, iTunes. You know,
Apple
Apple.
Podcasts, Spotify for video
Hmm.
and audio versions on
Hmm.
Spotify. But what I learned to watch the video version on Spotify, you have to do it through the Spotify app, whether it
Hmm.
be the desktop app or the mobile app. But you can't go to Spotify.com.
Spotify.com. Yeah.
That's only going to get you the audio. If you want to watch the show on Spotify, you got to actually do it from the Spotify app, either on your desktop or on your mobile. And then, of course, we're always live on YouTube and in this Facebook group every Tuesday at noon.
New. Yeah. Hey, and then I was thinking too, fellas, y'all might could get your ladies a wreath class for Valentine's Day if she likes to
Yeah.
decorate and things like
Hmm.
that. Yeah, get a wreath, do a wreath class. My sister
Hmm.
offers business classes as well. She's
Hmm.
well rounded. There's mom. You got the Facebook.com Francis D. Hardison Ministries. Just do the Francis D. Hardison Ministries or the Our Power, and you'll find her. Yeah. We trying to start the year off on the right foot, and I feel like
Hmm.
definitely after congregating with you guys a little bit today, I feel like we headed in the right direction for sure, for sure.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, so
Before
we'll
we
probably.
go out, here's a word from our sponsor.
Oh, we got a word.
Yeah, from our
Hey, oh,
sponsor,
okay.
Cruise Planners. That's right,
Hey,
Valentine's Day vacations. Get your
yes.
loved one a cruise or a vacation for Valentine's Day for sure. Put them
Hmm.
tickets right in the envelope and say, "This is what I got you, sweetie."
Yeah.
So contact Juan. There's
You
his
put both
phone
tickets in
number.
the envelope or just one ticket?
Nah, you got to put them both in there.
Oh, okay.
She
I
thinks she
was
going
just.
by herself.
I don't know. What's the presentation with that? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, like we look where we going.
Hey,
Shout out
get
to
one
Juan.
ticket.
Yeah, call up Juan at that number or the travelpeople.co for all your vacation planning. Get it in now. Spring break is coming. Valentine's is coming. Y'all got
We'll
to
be here
get these kids out of the house.
We'll be here before you know it. And I just want to let everybody know that Brandon Stevens and I will be doing a Mellow Groove duo performance at Corks Cooks and Books here in Rock Hill this Thursday. Early side of things, 5:30 to 8:30. It's a
Mm.
restaurant and a bookstore. So and they have a little wine or whatever like that, and for those who may want to partake. But it's a cool little spot. Chef Shanali is in our community. She made me some burrito tacos. I forgot to tell you guys. I had
Hey,
been
you
wanting to
finally
try.
got
I
them.
think I mentioned
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to try it, and so we were chatting, and I was like, "Do you know how to make burrito tacos?" And she made me a
Mm.
whole little set with the flour tortillas, the meat and cheese and everything. So yeah, that was like after New Year's. So I got a chance to try it. But they got great food over there, man. Great staff, and we'll be there this Thursday. It's on Herlong Avenue. I forget the specific number, but just look up Corks, Cooks, and Books. I call it our
Cooks,
tiny
and Books.
desk because it's a bookstore restaurant, right, all there in one. And then this Saturday, January 20th, the chairman of the board and the executives will be in Sumter, South Carolina, at the Sumter Opera House.
Okay.
Showtime there is 7:30, which leaves Friday open for me and you.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yo, man, this is a great start to the year. Just a little kickback. Tell you guys
Much
what we've
love,
been up
Juan.
to and what we're gonna be up to. And next week we're gonna get this thing going with a bang, man.
Yeah. We'll start the guest rotation up next week. We just wanted to come on and catch up with our friends and family of the No Shortcuts community today and kick off this season 3. Let's keep it busy. You guys feel free to share your highlights. If you got something thoughtful, something that's maybe a word to the wise, a word from the wise, however you say it or look at it, post it over there. And last but not least, share it with others who you think may want to benefit from being a part of our community. I think we're at 580 something. Okay, thanks, Faith. You got the 295 Herlong Avenue for the Corks, Cooks, and Books. She's
My man frozen again.
on it. We're gonna see. Can you hear me?
You frozen
Can
a
you
bit,
hear me?
but you're I can hear you. I can hear you coming in and out, but you're good.
Hold on. I forgot
You're
what I
back.
was going to ask you.
You back.
I forgot, but before I looked at the address, I forgot what I was going to look for.
No, we were just talking about sharing. Make sure you share this
That's
this
what I
show,
was gonna say.
and also let's make sure you subscribe to the Spotify. We just opened up the Spotify, so go on the Spotify and hit the subscribe button. Let's get those numbers up very quickly, so Spotify be like, "Yo, what are these guys doing?"
Yeah, 586 members now. Let's
Yeah.
see, can we get that to 600 by next week, ladies and gentlemen? That's 14.
Let's do that.
Everybody
Let's do that.
share it with somebody,
Peace to the God. Peace to the God. What's happening, my brother?
What's happening? That's a YouTube viewer.
Yeah,
Well, we thank
on
you,
YouTube.
indigenous black man.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining
James says
us.
it's so cold out, even your video is freezing.
James be having bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be back next week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We've been shouting you out throughout the whole time, so I'm not going to run down the list. Just wanted to shout out the Earth, Wind, and Fire family and the Honeycomb family. I think everything else has been covered throughout the duration of the program. I'm gonna let Famous get to his folks real quick.
That's
And we're
it.
gonna-
That's
Yeah,
it,
but
man.
you-
Just shout out to everybody. Yeah, shout out to
Julie.
everybody. Shout out to everybody. Follow Juju Lee events on all your socials and check out their podcast as well. They do some fun stuff over there.
Yeah.
Women, Worth, and Weddings. It's all about women empowerment and wedding planning and event planning and healthy living, all kinds of things they talk
Yeah.
about. It's
So you
not
can-
just wedding stuff. So just check them out. Check
It's
them
for
out.
the ladies, and I subscribe too. If
Yeah.
we want people to support us, we gotta support
Exactly.
them. And they had me on their show, and just so I may put the feather in my hat or keep it there, I was the first guest on
Yes, sir.
Women, Worth, and Weddings. That episode is on YouTube. There, we had a great time talking about the aspect.
And Spotify.
And Spotify, talking about the aspect of entertainment and being a musician as it pertains to doing weddings and receptions and things like that. So yeah, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna roll up on out of here. Thank y'all once again for joining us today. Please come back next week, next Tuesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. We'll do it again. In the meantime, I guess we'll see you guys in the No Shortcuts community. I
Yeah.
want to say peace, love, God bless you. Thank y'all. We'll see you next week.
Peace.